What's going on, family? We are back, joined by our friends on stream tonight, and we are getting into a request from our good friend Adiva today. And today she has got us checking out the brand new song from, let's see. Whose channel is this on? Oh, it's on just Sumerian. So, okay, it's just, I'm not sure. It's probably on all three of their stuff. But let's see. It's got Poppy, Amy Lee, and Courtney LaPlante from Spirit Box in it. I can already see what's going on here. They all kind of look of a similar stature and nature with the hair and their skin tones for sure. So when you line them all up together, they look pretty damn similar. So some similarities in music style. Amy Lee's been kind of on a little run recently where she's been doing all kinds of new music for like movies and TV shows and stuff like that. So it's good to see her being out there in the music scene again. So that's dope. So let's go ahead and just check it out, friends.
I toil in silence, don't know where.
So they gonna let the goat talk first. You know what I'm saying? Respect. You know, in the rules of the way it used to be, you know, especially in the rules of hip hop, you let the person with the strongest bars, the most of the legend, went last. But in stuff like this, I don't know if those rules apply. You know what I'm saying? Let the goat talk first. Let Amy Lee herself be the one who starts this whole thing off. You know what I'm saying?
I toil in silence, don't know where my mind is, numb from the shock of it all. Cut myself open, but I wasn't broken. Tried to fix what wasn't wrong. Can you feel it taking over? I know I'm not alone. If I must go, the waves should drag me out. When every lie was kept so close, burned by the gate for what I chose. Now you're tossing and turning, no pulling, no plug on my dreams. The end of you is the start of life for me.
That is spicy, baby. That way, that last little line right there, the end of you is the start of me. That shit is fire. And they came in crazy with that little riff after that. Oh, let him cook on it, Johnny. Let him cook.
The end of you is the start of life for me. Crystalline castles turn to dust in the palm of your hand, but I'm wide awake this time, burning down to find nothing inside. Can you feel it taking over? I feel it creeping in. I'm back at the edge again. When every so close, burned by the gate for what I chose. Now you're tossing and turning, pouring the blood on my dreams. The end of you is the start of life for me. The start of life for me. My innocence is blind, no one can finally see.
Oh my god, she gave me the goosebumps, fam. For a second, I almost thought that was Poppy with the screams, but I was like, She came in with that Spirit Box energy, bro. I was a little concerned. I was like, man, you know, sometimes a lot of stuff like this, the songs can sound a little too, like, I don't know, just too polished and too, like, made into a lab, you know what I mean? But it doesn't necessarily feel that way. I feel like all the things that I was a little worried that they were probably gonna do, they didn't necessarily do it that way. That's what I'm saying. I think honestly, when I see this lineup initially in my brain, I'm sitting there thinking, man, this is like such a made together in the Willy Wonka chocolate factory type of music industry bullshit that I can't stand. You know what I mean? Like, and that's like the first thing that I thought of when I see this, was I'm like, oh my God, like, what are we even doing here? But I have to say, guys, they have quite honestly really surprised me of how I really had probably an opinion of like expecting to not like this because I didn't think it was going to be good, but actually it's way better than I thought it was going to be. Whew, it is fucking spicy, baby. Like I said, my expectations were low. I don't know if that necessarily means it's a bad thing, because I'm like, I like all of them. You know what I mean? I like all of them as artists on individual levels. You know what I mean? But when I see like this kind of, I think like this lineup put under Sumerian Records, it sounds like something that happened in a boardroom. You know what I mean? It sounds like a fucking marketing strategy. You know what I'm saying? But oh my God, the music speaks for itself. You know what I mean? Besides all that, you know, behind the scenes nonsense type shit, the song itself, like, it speaks for itself. It's fire as fuck.
Lullaby, innocence draining from my eyes. All I wanted was stolen. I ate all that I you is the start of life for me.
Sick. Well, at least they're pushing it on the poppy side of life. So it might be like Poppy's got the next thing coming out, because Spirit Box just came out with that album not too long ago. Again, Amy is back, yo. She has been back, and it's really, really dope to see, because like she was quiet for a long time there for a while. So it is really sick to see her back just making music. This is definitely probably my favorite thing that I've seen her do in the last year or so. I think that what they did really great about this too was, I feel like each artist got to kind of shine in their way that you kind of know them for, in so many different ways. I know Poppy started to get into a little bit of screaming. You know, they talk about the Poppy screaming into Courtney. Yeah, that shit was super sick. That's super sick. I think that like with Courtney's part, like starting off with like the scream and then going into the cleans later, I thought was really fire. Because I feel like that's kind of like one of the things that obviously that she's known for, like, right, is like she's probably one of the most recognizable, you know, female like screamers right now. I would say probably in the last handful of years, like she's definitely like one of like the most household names, if you will, in terms of like the female vocalists that have been doing it, in terms of like, you know, on the newer side, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I've always really liked her cleans too, though. Same thing with Poppy, right? Where Poppy, like her musical style has been a little all over the place. But at the same time, I feel like she's been kind of like in this bag for the last couple of years, and I've been really liking and hearing from her as well. And with Amy Lee, like I said, like there's a couple of parts in the song where she like really shows off her vocal talents, which is like, you know, what we all grew to love from her in the first place. So I think that every artist really was able to like shine, and was highlighted in ways where like it didn't seem like too like, and now here's your part, and now here's your part, and now here's your part. It definitely felt very like put together in a very smooth way. So like I said, overall, I think this song was really, really well done, and the song was actually really excellent. This is definitely probably actually end up in my playlist. You know what I mean? It'll definitely end up in my playlist. I think that's all I got for it, y'all. Again, shout out to Adiva for the request today. I think that's all I got. Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you.